Hi everyone, this is my cat Sasha. He may or may not help with the video. Yeah, he's thrilled. My name is Sarah Soul. I'm an animal communicator and an ancestral healer, and I am inviting you in this video to join one of my animal healing and communication circles. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what that is and why it would be wonderful for you to join me. Well, so you have critters in your life. You have beloved animals. And you may often feel like there's so much more going on than what you're usually able to connect with and perceive. You may worry that you aren't understanding their subjective experience. And this worry might heighten. Thank you. Thank you. Go away now. Okay. And this worry might heighten, especially as your animal is facing illness or they may be getting older and approaching death. So because you assume that you don't have the ability to communicate with them, you hire an animal communicator like myself. The thing is, though, you don't have to. And I know this is a funny thing for me to say, but this is my true passion, is enabling people, teaching people how to communicate with animals themselves. And then I step in as need be if there's something extra tricky going on. The reason why you absolutely have the ability to communicate with your own animals is because this is an innately human ability. For most of human history, we have been living very close with animals, both wild animals and domesticated animals. And it was only within recent history, within the last couple hundred years perhaps, since the Industrial Revolution, which is when at a population level we started shifting more towards cities and away from agrarian settings. It was only in this recent very, very recent period of time in human history that we started severing our connection with animals. We stopped perceiving their subjective reality and we stopped communicating with them. And the problem is, when we did that, we were not only performing an act of violence against the animals, but also an act of violence against ourselves. And what I mean by that is that we stopped appreciating the true vast expansiveness, the totality of our being. We stopped perceiving ourselves as energetic beings, as physical beings with souls in deep connection to the earth, to the land, to our plants and our animals. When we lost this bigger, more expansive understanding of ourselves, we began to suffer in a uniquely modern way. And that's what I'm referring to as the act of violence against ourselves, and then the logical consequence of an act of subtle and sometimes overt violence against the animals when we stopped valuing and perceiving their experience. And so how does learning to talk to animals again improve our relationship with ourselves? That's the question here. How do we heal ourselves through healing our relationship with animals? The way that we do that, or the reason why learning to talk to animals also heals ourselves, is threefold. The first one is that we begin to recognize the sanctity of all life forms, to really, really know that. We know ourselves as sacred. We know the animals as sacred. We know the plants as sacred. We know the land as sacred. This is the animistic worldview where all life forms have a soul, have a spirit, have a soul essence, and that soul pervades all things, and there's actually no disconnect between my soul and the animal soul and the plant's soul. Ooh, it's a deeply empowered, beautiful place to reside. So that's the first thing we get to step into. The second thing that we do is we begin to develop a capacity for quieting our mind, or at the very least, not giving it undue weight. And what I mean by that is that our mind is our brain, it's our thinking organ. It's a thinking organ. That's what it does. It analyzes, it thinks. It is not us. Our mind is not the totality of our being. It's one aspect of our being. Modern folks, we've largely forgotten that. We tend to over-identify with our mind. That creates a lot of confusion, a lot of obscuration. It's just a big mess. So we learn to quiet our thinking minds. Yeah, Saja is back. We learn to quiet our minds. And this has tremendous benefit for us as individuals, and then also for our animals as we learn to listen to them. And that's the third piece. The third piece is that we become expert listeners, observers, and perceivers. We develop our sensitivity to perceive and understand not only our own subjective experience, but also the subjective experience of our beloved animals. This has tremendous benefit, again, not only in our individual life and also our lives interacting with other humans, but also in our relationship with the animals. So this is what I do in animal communication sessions with folks and in animal communication and healing circles. I don't follow the traditional animal communicator service where you hire me, I connect with the animal, I say the animal is experiencing this and this and this, they are saying this and this and this, they want to communicate this to you. I mean, that's really helpful and it's so much better than absolutely nothing. However, there is so much more going on. There is so much more that you can have access to. And that is, as I mentioned, my true passion. It's empowering you to wake up into your ability to communicate with your own animals, to perceive their subjective reality, and to commune with them in a whole nother level. You absolutely can do this, and the rewards are vast for yourself and your animals. So, perhaps you're ready to work with me one-on-one, and perhaps you're ready to join an animal communication and healing circle. What we do in these circles over a 9-month period is we progress step by step. We pass through a portal into a place where we are knowing and embodying the true vastness of our being, our true self. And once we're there, it's so easy. It's so easy because again, it's an innate human capacity. It's so easy to then start perceiving the experience and the feelings and the thoughts of our beloved animals. So we begin to trust our ability to do that. And as we enter into partnership with our animals in this whole new way, then we can do some really cool work together. We can partner with the animal to tend to our own spiritual and energetic illness. Horses in particular are very adept healers. We also can partner with our animals to heal their spiritual and energetic illnesses. Cats, dogs, reptiles, birds, horses, they all suffer from a lot of the same spiritual and energetic illnesses that we do, like power loss, soul loss, different energetic entanglements, and so forth. And they experience those spiritual and energetic illnesses in relationship to us, in relationship to humans. So the third piece we can tend to in partnership with them is the wellness of the relationship between the human and the companion animal, or between the human and the domesticated animal, livestock, and so forth. I hope this was exciting and inspiring for you to listen to, and I would absolutely love to work with you. Please reach out anytime, join a circle. It's time to take this next step.